how should we begin to go about addressing the issue of institutions and trust in those institutions, like the judiciary, for instance, where there are cases of litigation, foreign investors have the confidence that the cases will be treated fairly and they will get justice, and also the sanctity of contracts. If there's a PPP ongoing and if there's a change of government, what is the guarantee, or what are the guarantees that, you know, whatever investment has been made by these foreign investors will be safeguarded and there won't be somersault in policies, etc. We've seen this happen again and again. But what are your thoughts around that in terms of how African countries, and we have a new government now, how this government can begin to maneuver and ensure that trust is at the center of building stronger institutions?
Well, very good question, Esther. You know, and I always enjoy our discussions. I think, you know, we need to go back to sort of the things that have caused the mistrust in the first place. And we need to think about how public funds have been misappropriated. We need to think about capital flight. I mean, as you probably know, between the year 1970 to 2018, nearly $2 trillion has left the continent. That actually makes Africa, puts Africa in credit to what they have actually received in inflows and foreign direct investment. So we need to start thinking about how we can curb things like capital flight, because obviously you have things like misinvoicing going on where, I mean, how can Africa, for instance, produce 30% of the world's natural resources, 30%, 40% of the world's gold, and 90% of its chromium and platinum, and still have such weak currencies? How on earth is Africa, you know, one of the largest, the fastest growing middle classes in the world, and still there's so much poverty around? And how on earth is Africa still struggling with the youth? With the youth population that we have, which is one of the advantages we have over several parts of the world, particularly the EU. So we need to look internally, and we need to create policies that actually flag or demonstrate to foreign investors that we're very serious about economic reform. We're very serious about investing in ourselves. I was very pleased when you were reading out the all-share index for the Nigerian Stock Exchange. The fact that Nigerians are investing in the stock exchange shows that there is an increased confidence in our local institutions. And this kind of activity needs to increase in order for others to have confidence in us.